Hi, my lovely Geminis. Thank you for joining me at the Light forecast. I'm a bit late with the readings for this full moon in Capricorn, so they're just a little bit late because I'm in a big city at the moment, and just for a period of time. So it's all very stimulating and exciting, but noisier, or different noises than what I have become used to. So let's get stuck in. We've actually laid out a shortened Celtic cross for you, Gemini. We'll go and talk about that and then go through and clarify it for you. There's a lot, I do feel like there's a lot going on here, but there's a lot going on. It's like that kind of scenario, right? There's a lot going on. There's a lot that you're not totally aware of yet. But it's a big kind of turnaround, like it's a big shift. I almost feel like really it is the beginning. I know I go on about cycles, but like a new spin of the wheel. Like this is quite a big thing. I say this because we come out with the beautiful alchemical card in the Thoth deck. It's called Art. This is the card of temperance, of patience, of kind of cosmic alchemical processes going on, and they're going on in your orbit. It is crossed by the great and wonderful card of death, this beautiful fisherman, the card of transformation. A sort of letting go, because in order for, any transformation to occur, we really need to let things go. I keep thinking, like when you say, well, in order for any transformation to occur, we have to sort of make room for the new or let things go. And it's like the magician pops in there and says, well, I can kind of be at any given moment, be drawing things in and letting things go at the same time. Like the cosmic juggler, almost. That's what it sort of feels like. Anyway, this is just the first two cards. The basis of this is the moon. So as I say, there are some things that aren't consciously, that you're not consciously aware of about this situation. But like it's been coming, or sort of that the seeds were planted quite a long time ago. We have the night, this glorious night of the land, slow, steady, but he is a primo manager. Now, whether that's managing, micromanaging, or just getting everything in alignment in its place, because I do just, the temperance card is such a strong card with death and the moon at the basis here. This has been sort of worked upon for a long time. Whatever this situation, it could, project, a new beginning for you in terms of career, or it could literally be anything, but works are in progress. You've already been walking the path here for quite a long time. We get current position, the beautiful Three of Wands in the Thoth, deck. It's called, Virtue. So we see a figure on this journey looking out, having a breather, having a resting point. to kind of think, okay, so I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. It involves an understanding that the place where we are going, or it's not even a place, it's this journey that we're on, that we've we've managed to be a-okay thus far. So there's nothing in our way that that we can't handle, pretty much. Moving forward, Gemini, holy moly, we get the beautiful, God, I love this card. Isn't it amazing? In some light, it looks quite three-dimensional. This is the the Ace of Discs. Amazing gift. Coming down through the crown from, on the tree of life, this incredible energy that is yours to make something out of. It is a card of abundance, and we're talking material abundance, often in the form of resources, the big exchange kahuna, money, that we all need in this society. So it's looking pretty amazing. So we'll clarify with the Morgan Greer, Gemini. Let's just see if we can see a bit more. Because the moon can be, things being obscured. And I do get a sense here that it's obscured for a reason. Because possibly if you saw everything in its complete detail and the bigger picture and the detail, it might just freak you out a bit. That's just what I get. Anyway, let's see this amazing transformation with the Death card. And there's a waiting. I mean, there are, with Temperance, there's a need to be patient and to have a little bit of faith that everything in its own time. As it is like that. It's not watch time, clock time. It's the cosmic washing machine doing its thing. Now, what we have here is quite nice. We get the Nine of Cups, a card of, we're quite confident. A card of, we know our cups, they're very, they're right above us. We know there are 9 of them. They're not going anywhere. They're there. We also, though, have, and I'm reading these in the way that they came out, the 9 first, the 8 second, the 8 of Cups, where we leave our 8 cups. Ideally, in some ways, because we want to find the 2. And we make a choice in looking to make a choice, if you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of weird. We make a choice to go after those 2 of Cups, which in fact is a card of choice, but it's also a card of consummate balance and mutuality, reciprocity, that kind of thing. And I love the 8 because it's like, so if we're looking at this transformation, there's a tendency in the 9, and it is towards the end of the suit, so it's like it's coming into the end of a cycle. But there is a thing with the 9 of complacency and being quite complacent. And, there's my 9 cups. Yeah. Just so long as I make, they're always there, but it doesn't mean you go and glorify them every day or something. There's a tendency to be quite complacent and take this for granted, whereas within the 8, we really take a risk. We just go, yeah, I'm all for it. detachment is a wonderful thing, and something that we all quite possibly work at, because in fact being detached allows us to be able to not only receive more, but to be able to give more to others as well without having anything attached. So this is interesting. This is like a whole shift in your perspective, Gemini, but let's keep moving because I spend a bit too long. I'm sort of going on and on. Let's look at the moon as the basis of this reading, because this is something that we seem to be getting. We're going up, we're going up another level of being able to see, being able to understand here. And they're coming out the other way. So we get the 8. This is interesting. This is the moon, those things that are unseen, but often revealed as well. But I think in this, that we're not seeing everything that we will at some point. Anyway, so it's quite interesting. First card we get, looking at the moon as the basis of this reading. What do we see? What is revealed? What don't we see? What is not revealed? We have the 8 of discs here, which is really ultimately a card of perfecting something, of working hard at something, for a long time, like over and over again. We then get the 7 of discs. So we start out like we did here with the 8, went to the 9. Now we've got the 8, we're going to the 7. The 7 of discs after this, or should I say, if we look back from our workbench at the 7, we see a time where we really looked at our energy input, output, and what we're getting back from what we're putting in. It's something about making a choice to choose something that's far more equal, equal giving and receiving. That's just what I'm getting. But there's an elevation in Gemini in your ability to see and understand this. And this is part of your transformation at this current time. Let's look at the 3 of Wands, please, because there is a transformation going on, whether you know that, want to be aware of it or not. Current position with that 3 of Wands, we say we take a respite on our journey. We just have a wee break. Here we get the 4 of Swords, a card of taking a break. No one allows us this. No one's going to say, generally, no one's going to say, hey, take it easy, slow down, have a rest. You're doing okay. You're doing great. You can have a rest. You can recharge your batteries. And in recharging your batteries, in this case, in this reading, you're actually coming to a new understanding. And this is what is going to allow you to be able to receive that Ace of Discs, which is bounty, in all forms, on the material sense. It's quite amazing. All from a shift in your own perspective, Gemini. Amazing. This really is. Can we just please, just one clarifying card for the Ace. Look, and other people may not be happy about this. We get the 5 of Wands just popped out. It is about having to draw your line in the sand in a lot of respects. And there is conflict in this. It feels like, a shift in perspective, this entire reading, shift in perspective is what is the understanding that is the key to this entire transformation, which in part sees you taking a lot of care, with yourself, as much as other people, as much as you show that to other people, you have to be able to receive that yourself, from yourself. So that's interesting. Yeah, the Five of Wands with the Ace of Discs. Sometimes, look, we strike resentments, which are really simply other people's often issue or projection. So don't worry with that. I just wanted to get one more card with the with these two moving forward, because the Ace is just an incredible thing. And if there's any conflict around it, it's not going to really, what do they say? Rattle your dags. It's not really going to, so don't worry. With that, we get the beautiful Empress, very nurturing, talking about love here and self-nurture. This is real sort of mother love. There's a synthesis here. There's a sort of crystallization of salt in those, we look at the sea of Bina, this primordial water, that there is, there's that, it is that from that which the first little microbe of life springs from. The Empress is total mother love. It's just such a creative, nurturing card. So all in all, Gemini, it looks kind of amazing. Let's just we'll just get one card from each of the other decks that I've got here. Brian Froud's Pixie and Fairy. Could we not get anything that related to this more so? The Singer of Transfiguration, the Phoenix rising from the ashes, this amazing fiery angel of sorts, though it looks like it's amazing, isn't it? Where we transmutate. This is the whole process of death, of this whole new turnaround. This whole new skin is revealing itself as the old gradually drops off. Let's get a journey map. Oh God, that's amazing. I feel like I've got something in my eye. Something in my eye. Speaking of eyes, yeah, look, we get, where are we? We get, speaking of eyes, we get the monast, knows what it is to walk in two worlds. The imaginal, the liminal world, the unseen, the internal kind of, your internal spiritual, not religious, don't mean that. Your internal home. And you're keeping business ticking on the outside, and this constant balancing act. With that, the crossroads. The crossroads, this is a shift in direction for sure. Maybe we're learning this a little bit more. We're graduating. Geminis, oh, pardon me, sorry. I do seem to burp a lot when I do these readings, so I apologise for that. With the Harlequin and Stars, we get trust, if need be, offer to source for clarity and relief. Look, this is amazing. It is a new, whether you've seen every aspect of it yet or not, you will. You will, in good time, dear Gemini. So, on that note, thank you. please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me to keep this channel going. And we'll see you for the new moon. New moon videos will be up probably over the next in the next week or two. I'll be a little bit more on time with those ones. So thanks, Gemini. Ka kite. Bye. See you next time. Thank you.